Still the same motherfucker. Little to no change. Gets stronger, but not the best option. I would say improved in their role.
Yeah, that's easier. I like that. Fucking crazy.
And this is like DPS only?
It can be DPS and sub DPS. Supports could all just be still the same motherfucker. Ew. You get a cupcake. You get a cupcake. Hey.
I think
Visual should improve in a role.
In what way? Like what character enables that?
I mean, Inefa. If you were to run, well, I guess Inefa is just 5-star official finally.
Well, here's my thing. Does their existence make Fischl better? I don't think it does.
An electro charge?
I mean, yeah, but lunar charge is dookie butt. As it currently stands, without knowing Flint Lockwood's kit yet, lunar charge is dookie butt. So you're not building your characters for that lunar charge damage. You're building a Nefa for her damage, but you're not building this for lunar charge.
It's been little to no change. D-Luke should be get stronger, but not the best. Simply because if Alice is getting a cryo support that enables her to do damage, he's gonna be able to do.
Yeah,
that
then so is every other pyro character.
Still the same offer.
Yeah, he got one team. That nigga needs Bennett.
Kaching, I guess if she plays in a lunar hyperbloom team, it'll be better, but I doubt it.
And that's what I'm thinking too, because we're getting, I'm assuming, an off-field Dendro unit. With that being the case, we'll probably put her here.
And Zhongling, it's just, you can't go downhill with Zhongling. I don't know how you can.
Yeah, I don't know either. So, I don't think any of the characters improve her though.
I mean, well, hold on. She's getting a potential Hydro off-field unit to work with. And a potential crowd one to work with.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Columbina. Yeah, Columbina isn't looking like to be a. Do we even know she's the main DPS right now?
Not really.
Because we just see Hydra Polar user with off-field Hydra application. Like, what does that even take?
I mean, we're assuming if she has any buffing capabilities whatsoever, that could still be a buff. And with how many supports we're getting, like Durin, another buff, and then you got N, another. Put that bitch up there. He improved in a role that never stops improving.
Yeah, that's fine.
Child. And the reason I'm here, gonna go fucking crazy. Everything works out perfect.
Going fucking crazy makes them like the top 5 DPS in consideration for them.
I don't think you understand how being able to vape every 3 hits every 2 seconds is, especially for Child. He's one of the only Hydro characters that scales completely off attack too. This is a buff that he needs. Essentially having an off-field pyro unit to vape with, an attack buffer that's not.
Well, this is also another question. We don't know if Durin, whenever they say boost damage, does he boost attack? Does he just boost damage %?
I mean, boosting damage would be cool too. You wouldn't run Child without that. You could just replace Kazuha.
So what, you would just do Bennett, Zhongling, and Kazuha?
Bennett, Zhongling, and Durin, or potentially Joda, depending on which one of them is the pyro applicator.
I don't know if we're getting her this patch, son. I don't know if we're getting her during Notcry. I'm not seeing nothing about that.
I mean, we gonna get her eventually. She is a playable 4-star.
Yeah, I can't think of any other character that would benefit.
Or just out of it, but he has, like, the other hit 8 IC. That's the only reason.
Yeah. They're bit the same. They're big got one team.
It's sad, but it's true.
That big got one team.
Oh, Sino could improve.
I would say improving their role, being competitive.
And if things go good, he could get to fucking crazy. You know, everybody could line up with his team creation.
Yeah, because we're getting a Dendro person. We're getting a Hydro person. Is Flint Lockwood an off-field Electro person? I don't think so, right?
No.
Well, we have enough for that, actually. We have enough of that. But you want Sino to be the hyperbloom trigger in those teams, don't you? Is Inefa good for triggering hyperbloom? Or is her AoE like similar to Fischl?
I say her AoE is like Emily's big hit, like a little bit of a splash.
Because whenever Fischl does her E, she does like a small AoE of Electra, so that triggers hyperblooms. Once Oz is on the field, it doesn't really trigger hyperbloom like that. I just didn't know if Inefa behaved similarly. Beto.
Hey, motherfucker. Even with the buffs.
Well, I'm gonna say little to no change. Because I mean, with the existence of Lunar Charge, you can have her as an option.
Sheng Shou should improve too, because he's Hydro. Lunar Charge charge. Little to no change. Kaya,
He could be a potential Krai applicator for Alice.
that makes sense.
So I would say he gets stronger, just not the best option. Klee.
First, rise with all these pyro characters coming out.
Yeah, we got a bunch of power characters coming out. If Columbine isn't strictly off-field Hydro, I think she's still gonna be the same. Because what's Klee's best team right now?
Probably her, Mawika, Silali, and Bennett. With her, I think her Mawika doing all the damage.
I'm not gonna cap, yo. Depending on how Varka is moving, Xiao and Wanderer stonks might just go down. Like they're actually going to lose value from Varka's existence if he's up there in top tier in damage and requires more or less the same stuff, which I would assume he will. Like there's no way you're not using Farzan on those teams.
That is true.
And even then, none of these characters really help either of them, unless it is a proven fact that Durin is a solid replacement for Bennett. In which case, I would say he goes like here, because right now Zhao's best team is like Farzan, Farina, Xianyun, maybe Bennett, maybe Jean. That fourth slot's really a toss-up. If you throw Durin in there, depending on how he works, if he applies a decent amount of off-field pyro, enabling Vaporize, then Farina can do that and her damage goes up.
It'll be a very good team.
Yeah, and you would get a healer and a buffer that's not circle impact, I would hope. And then you would use the same exact team for Scara. You just wouldn't have a shielder. So I'm gonna just do this with the assumption that Durin is going to be a good replacement. If Durin is not a valuable replacement for Bennett, I would honestly say it kind of turns into this.
I can see that.
But
my whole thing I'm leaning on him being a valuable addition and or replacement for Zhongling with like Toma levels of buffing, if anything.
Yeah, like
you guys' characters would like is a full Bennett replacement or addition. Because having another Zhongling strictly for application isn't good for anybody except for like Vaporize. But having a Bennett with decent application is good for almost everybody.
And I'm like really trying to think, because Xiao like obviously came out before Scara, so I'm really trying to figure out how Xiao teams have overcame Scara. Like,
and they base characters. They didn't special for much.
Yeah, so I mean he was able to get more stuff because Farzan came out and Xiao got a buff. And then Farina came out and then Xiao got another buff because then you could run C4 Gene in the last slot and then do that instead. So I'm
spam highest damaging moves over and over in a character. Kind of hard to not get that. You add characters that increase the damage numbers.
Yeah, I'm just really trying to figure out like what can you give Scara specifically. Cause Xiao, I mean, it's easy to figure out. How do we buff plunge damage? You know what I mean? Like, how do we do that? What's the best way for us to do that? With Scara, he's just a normal attacker. Like, what do you give him? And his whole kit, he just has normal attack speed, which is cool. But Brother Man needs some buffs, and he needs them bad.
You can buff all you want, but when it comes to moves that don't naturally scale really, really high like that, like plunging, it's hard to get ranked up in terms of like damage.
Yeah, I mean, the only, like, it's like you said, the only thing that we're getting from this is just the fact that Durin can heal and that he boosts damage. And with that alone makes him a good Farina teammate, which gives Scara more options in that last slot. Because I know a lot of the times, if you're running anybody but Bennett in the Farzan, Farina, Bennett teams, or healer teams with Scara, it just feels awful. It feels dookie butt. Jean, you can probably make the argument for. But I don't have C4 Gene, so I'm like, I don't fucking know. Ganyu, I actually don't think she gets much. I want to say she's still more or less the same.
Yeah, she has the option to melt with anybody, but if she didn't have to run Zhonyan to melt, that would be a buff. Like if Durin, like we're saying, hopefully applies even at bare minimum some pyro, like pyro traveler, it should be good. It should be like a decent buff for her.
We'll say it gets stronger, but probably not the best option.
As far as Hu Tao's concerned, I don't think she's gonna that much.
Unless somehow, some way where Nicole is able to apply enough to where you can justify running Melt Hutao, you're going to be building Hutao for those type of numbers anyway. It's just he applies too much pyro for you to do it.
But by that instance, you might as well just run her with Sit Lolly and someone else.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you do Sit Lolly and Nicole, is that enough Krai application for you to keep up with Hutao's power application? And if it is, then that turns Hutao into a melt carry.
And that's a lot of damage because that's what she should be. It's another child instance.
Yeah, so I would say fucking crazy if Sit
Lolly
Lolly plus Nicole is enough cryo off-field application. Because it's not like it's just you're throwing another cryo person in there just for the fuck of it. It's Sit Lolly who buffs Melt, Nicole who may or may not buff Melt, and then a third unit, probably Bennett, because Hutao and Bennett aren't horrible. Albedo, probably.
Fuck that nigga, bro.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.